Good morning, Ari.
Hey, Rodney and everybody else, how are we?
I'm good. Good morning, Brad Alston. Good morning, Mr. JRC. John, how are you doing today?
Frank Rizzo.
Good morning. I believe that is Jody for Drone Shots. I think he's trying to fool us.
Could be.
Russell Glarham, good morning. Oh, well, that wasn't me, Russell. Peter Carroll, good evening.
Hey, Peter, good to see you, my friend.
Saw a drone fly over my house from your side of the creek. Huh. There must be another drone flyer over here.
How dare they? Don't they know that's your airspace?
I'm sorry?
Don't they know that that's your airspace? How
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, what are they doing in my airspace?
Time for some anti-aircraft guns.
Yeah, that'd go over real big. Hello, Susan Lee. Good morning. John? So, anyway, how you doing, Ari? You're looking good.
I'm okay, Rodney. I can't complain. It's fairly horrible weather over here from the point of view of it's cold and damn windy. But so no flying going on. But other than that, all is good.
Well, that's good to hear. So,
what about yourself?
It rained. It rained last night and into the morning, and cleared up for this morning sunrise. So that was good. And but other than that, life is great.
I want the weather to calm down and the wind to drop down. I got a new drone that I want to maiden flight. I was going to do it today, but it was about a 35 mile an hour wind. I thought that was a bit much for the first flight with the new drone. So hopefully tomorrow.
Well, hopefully so. What kind of new drones you get? Oh, that's the FPV drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I've gone over to the dark side. Not really. You won't catch me tearing it up, as they like to say, Rodney. It's just a different type of camera platform for me.
Absolutely. Well, from all the reviews that I've seen about the DJI FPV drone, and this is just strictly my opinion, I don't have one. I'm probably not going to buy one, but if I was going to get one, I would probably just use it for the camera capabilities and not so much.
For. Yep, you got it spot on. It's you can tear up with it. You can do hardcore FPV, but you can.
Yeah, and I've seen videos of people doing it. So
you can do aerobatics in a DC-3. It doesn't mean you should. It doesn't mean it's a wise choice.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to just the different perspectives. I've seen a lot of these films with people flying up valleys and, this sort of thing, and the ability to bank and turn. It's just a different type of footage that I'd like to incorporate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that would be good footage. That guy that flew, he had that DJI FPV drone, I believe, and he flew it into that volcano.
A brand new one. Yes, he was the second guy to do it. The first guy did it with I think it was a new Mavic Air 2, and he got it back, but the bottom was all melted. But the guy who suicided it was a brand spanking new FPV drone, and he never intended to bring it home.
All I can say, it must be nice to be able to afford that kind of stuff.
Well, that film, I don't know whether it did in the US, but over here it made it to the regular 6 o'clock news. It just went viral all over the news services. I bet you he made a lot of money out of it.
I bet he did, and it was on all over the news here too. You put the YouTube. Oh, yeah, I did. Did I put the wrong link in? Dennis? Oh, I know what he's talking about. I bet. Hang on, let me fix something right now. Oh my gosh, I did. Sorry, Dennis. I bet I did that to everybody.
Well, you must have emailed me the right link because I got here.
True. I sent it to you via email.
Correct.
Now I'm going to have to go over to my email.
Well, Matt, Peter Carroll, Ron Lockwood, Adrian Matteo, myself, Roger Martin, Chris Hope, Dennis Lovelady, and Lloyd Mendenhall all got the correct link along with me.
Yeah, but I put it in some of the messengers. Some people I invited through Messenger. There, Dennis, I think I got the right one now.
Oh, Dean's here.
Huh?
We've got Mike Agos, the old codger, has joined us.
Yep. Let's see, Johnny Joan Flyers in the house.
Yep.
Miko Ghost. Brad Alston. Guys, if I sent you the wrong link, let me know. Here's that troublemaker.
There he is.
Oh, Dennis.
His hair's messed up. How unusual. How's my hair?
Messed up.
I like a man
Good
who's
morning.
that confident. At my age, I'm going, have I still got hair?
All right. Yeah, I feel some there. I don't see it, but I can feel it.
I wonder how many other people I did that to.
It's just me. Don't worry about it. In fact, probably you posted it in the chat here, so you tend to some from time to time. Oh, that's right. You don't just leave it up though. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I did it to Ron Lockwood too. Oh my goodness. I did it to everybody.
Well, fair is fair, right?
Except for Dean.
Here.
I didn't do it for Dean. Who else did I send this
Oh,
to?
so you like Dean?
I did the same thing for Brad, Allen, and Ray. Oh my goodness, I am messing up big time this morning. Well, I got the three main people.
Are you out of do-overs?
That didn't sound right, did it?
Are you out of do-overs, Rodney?
Yeah, I'm doing overs.
Oh my goodness, it's raining. Wow. I was lucky.
Johnny, I'm sending you. I'm resending you the link to. Sorry, guys, man. That's right, Brad. I'm waiting for you, but I messed up because I sent you the wrong link. So you better get your butt in here. Okay, now I think I've corrected everybody.
He's waiting on you like one pig does another, Brad.
Oh, I can't believe I did that. And I wasn't even in a hurry.
No,
Morning, Johnny.
Morning. Who gave this guy a computer?
Hey, Johnny.
Dennis, who gave this guy a computer?
So, Johnny, I'm looking at a picture that Tony posted on Facebook, and you sent him some scorpions, man. 5 of them to be exact. What's up with that?
I have scorpions on my golf cart. You want to see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got an echo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do. You know what he's talking about, right, Johnny?
Absolutely. Hey, send me your address and you get some scorpions too.
Here we go.
All right. It'll be in the private chat, Johnny.
So
All right.
don't remember how to turn that camera around. There it is. Cam mic. Back camera. Drum roll, please.
Look at that. Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
There's scorpion right there. And there's the Fly for Fun show.
I thought you already had my address, Johnny. You sent me some stickers. Or was that Ray? Anyway,
There you go. Nice picture of the scorpion.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, that's my bling.
Oh my.
Front camera.
Let me try this again.
Why don't you just post your address here on in the chat there, Rodney? You may get a special guest message.
Yeah, just like I did on that one live stream.
Exactly.
I think that's what he's hinting at.
There you go. Now, where'd Johnny go?
Bye, Johnny.
Bye, Johnny.
You all come back now.
You hear?
Oh, I agree with John.
This is first
It's
time.
your first time, Rodney. That's it.
This is my first time. Dean said he got the wrong one. I thought
He claims it was an accident, but I got the right one first time.
Yeah, and so did. Oh no, wait. He said that he sent the right one to Dean, didn't he? I feel
Dean,
a little
I'm
bit more
pretty
good
sure
about
I
it.
sent you the right. It's in Messenger, Facebook Messenger.
Why don't you just put it in the chat for 30 seconds or something?
What happened, Johnny?
I don't know. I clicked the wrong button here. Talking about computers this morning. See, that's
Yeah,
payback.
Who made that guy a computer?
I knew that was coming.
Rodney just builds them. He doesn't operate them.
Also, Rodney, when I did that, it knocked your address out. But
You
can type back. Or I was looking through my phone. I know I have it, but maybe I didn't. I don't know.
I'll repost it.
That's fine.
Good morning, Frank.
I'll definitely save it. Oh,
Now it should be there.
And everybody, by the way, good morning. So I joined a little bit late because it takes me some time to break down all that stuff.
You have really got a setup going, haven't you, Dennis? You know,
I have.
the tripod and the tablet holder. And I arrived on the side about the time you were singing I'd Like to Teach the World by the New Seekers.
Yes. Yes.
The link to the stream is in the chat. I'm gonna take it out. It's been there for about 30 seconds now, so I'm gonna be taking it out here in about 15 more seconds. So if anybody wants to join, please feel free to do so.
Now, Ari, the new Seekers, they were Australian as well as the Seekers?
Yes, they were. Julie Anthony was the
Morning, Dean.
You got the right one this time.
Hey, Dean.
I thought that it was a great amount of cheek to name themselves anything Seekers because they weren't a patch on the original Seekers.
I agree with that.
There's only one Judith Durham.
Yes, there is. And she's still around and still doing
Yes.
great.
You know, that song I'd like to teach the world to sing. I remember it just because of the Coca-Cola commercials.
Exactly.
I'd like to buy the world a Coke.
And keep it company.
finish it out, Dennis.
They never
I mean,
ad campaign never made it to TV down here.
Oh, is that right?
They should be grateful.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd like to. Oh man, I was actually singing the wrong words for that yesterday, where I realized it.
So, Rodney, y'all through with the weather from the storm? Everything came through and all.
You know, that storm got up here and it was like 3 hours of rain and then it was gone.
Yeah.
Wimp. Stupid wimp. It was no wimp down here.
Well, I imagine when it hit the coast down there, it was still pretty strong. But by the time it got up here, it was nothing. Actually, I take that back. It hit us on Thursday, and I had left Norfolk, Virginia. I was down there on travel, and I got into Hampton Roads, which is just across the Chesapeake Bay from Norfolk, and I started getting sprinkles. And the further north I went, the harder it got. And it rained pretty much the whole time I was driving home. So for about 2.5 hours, it rained, and then it rained maybe 2 or 3 hours after that. So it rained maybe about 6 hours total, I guess.
Gotcha.
Well, we didn't even have that storm here, and we got over a foot of rain this week.
Wow.
Join the club.
We've gone from extreme drought to no drought in a week and a half.
Well, you know what they say about Texas weather.
Yep. Just wait a while.
It'll change.
It looks like we're setting up for about our 20th day of rain straight here. It's drizzling already this morning.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of that, I took my Mavic out for a little cruise around a new construction site in between the rain. It quit raining for a while. It was only a quarter mile away, and by the time I got over there and did a couple of circles and came back, it was wet.
Wow.
Well, the 3rd of July, before the sun went down, the sky was clear. There was just a few clouds, you know. And when the fireworks started, I put my drone up to do that live stream, and I got it up to altitude, and all of a sudden I felt a little drop of rain.
Uh-oh.
And then it started sprinkling, and I like, you know what? I've already got it up there. I'll take my chances.
You know what's the best weather indicator when you got direct TV on? When the direct TV goes out and it starts raining about 3 or 4 minutes harder right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I want to say good morning to Mika Steve. Good morning, Steve. Michael Blades. Good morning. Remote Pilots Australia. Good morning, Ari.
Good morning, Rodney.
Whoa,
Actually, it's good evening to you.
If I say it's afternoon, it's after, yeah.
So I'm trying to see who else came in here. Frank Rizzo, a.k.a. Drone Shots. And Brad Austin's going to be joining us here in a minute.
Guys, I got the official. It's not official 100%, but I am working on a drone live stream show. And I tell you what, this thing is turning out great. And I tell you what, you can watch YouTube all day and all night.
I imagine so. And in answer to your question, unfortunately, Saturday morning coffee with Rodney and friends is on a flexible schedule.
Yeah, I got it. I didn't want to, I know I didn't. You don't have an exact start time, but
he has to follow some guy that sometimes he's so windy. He just goes on and on and on.
I know it's terrible sometimes.
It is. I know. I feel sorry for you being in the position you're in.
It's a good thing you only had 3 batteries.
Yeah.
In truth, I actually have 6 because
we need to get a GoFundMe going to buy Dennis more batteries.
Rodney, when you meet up with Dennis, just steal a couple of his batteries. That's all.
I think I'm gonna have to. But knowing Dennis, he'll probably end up buying 2 more. Hey,
Brad. Good morning, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
I'll just put a note on each of my batteries. If you steal one, I'm going to buy 2 more.
I recently had to buy 3 new ones for my Mavic 2 Pro. After 2.5 years, they started getting puffy.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's a good innings for a battery, though, dude.
Yeah.
Brad,
Hey, Brad.
muted it. Hey, Brad, can you say something?
Yeah, I can hear you all, but I just barely. Let me see if I can fix my audio.
Yeah, I was going to say
Volume's
it's
down
not
and
working
it's
too
all
well.
cracking stuff.
Can you ask Brad if he can say something? Yes, that guy can talk.
I know he can.
I heard that, John.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nothing wrong with his
And the thing about it is I'm going to be driving down with him for a spin up.
Oh, you poor
Oh.
thing.
So I'm going to have to listen to him talk for about 12 hours.
I need some iPods, Dennis.
I'll just put my headphones on.
There you go.
I wish I could go to spin up again this year, but I'm not going to be able to make it this time.
Oh, no. Sorry to hear that, Dean.
That is sad.
Well, I had dreams
don't
of
think
coming
we
this
have
time last
ever
year,
met.
but they're
Not
still
in
not letting
person.
us out.
No.
Hey, Rodney, if you can hear me, I'm gonna restart this thing.
I think he said something about restarting it.
Yep.
Hey, M Drone One. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Welcome.
Michael Blades. Hello. He is in Provincetown, Cape Cod, on vacation. Michael Blades is. So I bet he's going to get some good drone flying in now.
Yeah.
So what you guys got planned for this weekend? I know Ari's going to be going to bed here in a little while.
Yeah, get up tomorrow, and if it's not windy, I'm going to fly my drone. Other than that, not much.
Well, if it stopped raining here again, so if it dries up a little bit, I have some yard work. Well, it's not really yard work. I have some rocks to clean. We're
Did it start-
redoing our deck here, and we had one area that was just, we'd put down white rock, and so I had shoveled that up, but I was in a bit of a hurry, so I had to take a lot of dirt with it. Now I need to separate out the dirt, so that'll be fun.
Yeah,
I get to lift those rocks 4 times, not just 3.
I'm just gonna kind of hang out myself, see what the weather does. I'll try to fly at some point today, I hope.
Well, I gotta run over to Walmart today.
Uh-oh.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Take your
no.
camera.
Buy a new drone.
No. If I buy anything today, it's going to be a computer, but it ain't going to be from Walmart.
Rodney, you have a PC, not a Mac, huh?
Right. Yeah. The computer I use for my primary editing is a desktop.
Okay.
And when I bought it, it's a Hewlett Packard Omen gaming machine, and it works fine. I mean, it's really good for editing, but I want to get a new laptop because when I'm on vacation or something and I want to do editing, then the laptop I have now is so slow. I edited a video once up in Pennsylvania, and it was only a 4-minute video. Actually, it's 3 minutes and 58 seconds or something like that. It took 20 minutes just to render it.
Wow, that is slow.
And then to download it to Facebook, or not Facebook, but YouTube, took about 5 minutes.
The thing to be careful of when you do replace that is, I realize that a fast processor is good, but a fast processor is not enough if you're doing editing. Look at the graphics card.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at a
Graphics card and a lot of memory.
Yeah. That's probably the graphics card and the memory probably more important than the processor speed nowadays.
Yeah, and the other thing that makes a big difference is getting an SSD hard drive if you're using mechanical hard drive.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about going with the Apple, the Apple iMac laptop.
That's what I have, the new Air with the
With
M1
the
chip. And I
M1.
tell you what, it's because you do streams, and sometimes when you're opening banners and clicking videos, man, I was having trouble with my old AirBook, and man, this thing here is smooth.
That's about the truth of it, there, John. This laptop I had, I bought it about 5 years ago, I think. So it is quite a volt. It's an i3 also. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't do any mobile editing, but when I started doing 4K videos, I couldn't find what I wanted for less than about $5,000, so I built my own for
Yeah,
$2,500, and I've got a
When
latest gen
When it
i7
comes to editing,
10th gen, and it screams.
I use an iPad Pro if I'm going to be mobile editing, and unfortunately it's not the Gen 5 with the M1 chip, but it's excellent for 4K. It's just fantastic.
yeah, I've been toying with that also, because I know that you use the iPad Pro, and you seem to do really well with it. So
I'm very, very happy with it. If I'm traveling and I want to make a video, I have no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, and the new one with the M1 should even be Ron Brown.
I know.
got
I'm
one.
a little bit jealous because I bought my most recent iPad Pro about a month before that thing was released.
Bring it back, man.
I want to say good morning to JSK Enterprise. Good morning. Welcome to the chat.
Actually, I didn't buy it from Apple. I bought it used, come to think of it, so that wouldn't have worked out. And I wouldn't have gotten the deal that I wanted, that I got with the other one. So
That's the problem. I mean, they come out with new they're talking about the M2 chip already, of course.
Yeah.
You know how that is.
of course they are. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
well, I've got the the last generation iPad Pro, the 12.9 with. I've got all the software to edit on it. I just find it a little bit fiddly. With my big hands, I'm using the pencil. I'd rather do it on the PC. And out here, the top line iPad Pro is 3,000 Australian dollars. You can buy a reasonable PC for that.
Right.
You're proud of it, huh?
And we got Matt Northeast in the house. Hey, Matt.
Northeast.
What's going on, boy?
18 wheels in a dozen minutes.
Haven't you run anybody over yet?
Yes, but I just kept going. I had a delivery to do.
Good lad.
Yeah.
Extra points for you.
I got I don't know if this microphone's any good in this thing or not, but I hope it's all right. It's not going through the bloody truck though, It's it won't do audio for some reason. So anyway, we've got loudspeaker on the phone, so hopefully it works.
We can hear you. Not well, but we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Sounds like you're speaking a foreign language.
That's Australian, Rodney.
Oh, he is speaking a foreign language.
Yeah, good day, mate.
Good day,
Hey,
Mike.
Cameron. And here comes the cat. She got to get her. She wants to be in the picture too.
Speaking of foreign language, I'm trying to learn Waltzing Matilda. I like that song a lot.
Look, Hightower. Look. Okay.
Okay, we have a feline contest going on now.
Oh, dude. Tai does not like to be held. She wants to be petted, but she does not like to be held. So yeah, but anyway, I'm still kind of undecided about whether I want to go with a regular IBM type PC laptop or go with the Apple product.
Oh, come on. What did you say, Apple?
Crapple, yeah.
Crapple.
Oh,
There's that foreign language again.
Yeah.
It all depends on whether you want your footage to look good or not, If you want it to look good, you go get yourself a PC, brother.
Yeah. Plus, if I go Apple, I wonder if DaVinci works on Apple.
No,
It
terrible.
works on a Mac.
It's
It works
crashing.
on a Mac.
It works on a Mac, but not on an iPad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it works
So-
on both.
So but on an iPad, I can always use LumaVision.
Yeah.
LumaVision.
LumaFusion.
LumaFusion.
LumaFusion. Yeah.
Like $30, something like that, for a lifetime.
And it's a great piece of software, but I just find it fiddly on the iPad interface.
I've actually got that on my iPad mini.
But you don't have to buy it again then.
I found it.
Is an excellent word. You want to bump something up, you have a little arrow, you bump it up, and you can watch the number climb. Let me enter the number. Right? Fiddly is the right word.
Rodney, what do you fly with, your phone, or do you use an iPad mini?
Well, I was for my Mavic Air 2, I was using the iPad mini, but I tried using Prism to live stream with, and it wouldn't let me share the screen. So I switched to an old phone that I have. So now I use the phone.
Yeah, Prism doesn't play nice with some of the Mac and Apple products for some reason. It's something about the way they do video.
Yeah, I mean, it did the live stream all right, but it wouldn't. I don't know. The screen was too small for the video. So Mark is encouraging me to go with the Mac.
Yeah, Mark helped me, and of course Sam Burns. I got with Mark and Sam. Of course, they're both Apple guys, and I was kind of like you. I don't know whether to get the iPad, get a different kind of laptop, get the new MacBook. I mean, the Mac, one that 24-inch that came out. But kind of happy with the laptop, because then I set up a 27-inch right here off to my left. I got a brand new monitor that I kind of watch on too. So, but it's all what you like, and I think they all have bring something different to the table. That's for sure.
John says, Rodney, with your temper, I don't think a MacBook would be good for you.
Well, it'll only be a little. If you smash it, it'll only make a little pile. So
yeah, what you were thinking is that his temper wouldn't be good for a MacBook.
But Marky is encouraging me. He says, but you'll have iMovie, then you can step up to Final Cut Pro.
Oh yeah, all you need is another $10,000 a year or something. I tell you what, it's DaVinci all the way for me.
Well, I'm going to learn it. I haven't worked with it much lately because I've been too busy to do anything really. But I am definitely going to try using it. Which reminds me, hey, Matt.
Yep.
While you're using DaVinci, do you try to sync up your videos?
What do you mean trying to sync them up?
Well, it's like if you have two clips and you want that have sound, and you want to match them.
Yep.
Sync them up. Does DaVinci do that?
Sure does.
Okay.
Yep.
Because that's one of the things I liked about Premiere Pro is it was easy to sync up my videos, especially when I was doing the church's video before we started live streaming. Because I always use two cameras for the videos, and that being able to sync it up using sound really worked well.
Yeah, a lot of the programs will do that now. DaVinci will do almost anything. It just takes a while to figure out how to do some of it.
Yeah, there is a learning curve with DaVinci.
Yeah,
I feel like that learning curve.
But fortunately, there's some really good video tutorials on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know Matt's come out with a couple of them.
Yeah, well, I kept it really because, as I said in them, people are scared to even look at DaVinci because everything they look at has got nodes and colour correction and 90% of the people who want to do editing don't want to know anything about that, and that's why, as I put down, the first thing that I did was from the very beginning, I'm starting DaVinci up and just using it as an editor, and it's extremely simple. It's like any other editing software, It's really simple. If it's hard or it's easy,
And you know, Rodney, I've never heard Matt make more sense.
I know. I was just sitting here thinking, man, he's making a lot of sense.
Hey,
you know?
hey, all right. Is that because you can't hear him?
No comment, Brad. No comment.
Well, let me translate what he said, okay?
He sound like the water boy from the coach of the water boy here.
Are you going through a tunnel, Matt? It sounded like a tunnel. And we lost him.
Stay in your lane, dickhead.
You know, I hate it when work gets in the way of pleasure.
I know.
Isn't that a shame that work does that? Unless, of course, your work is actually doing this kind of stuff.
True.
I don't let work get in the way of my pleasure because I retired 11 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless you're retired.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about being retired is you never get a day off.
That's true.
Shame for shame.
Gets away.
That makes
Your
sense.
job no longer gets in the way of your pleasure. Your
Well,
family.
then if I don't get a day off from retirement, then I'm just not going to retire. Because I'm working, I get days off.
Hey, Dean, I got a friend who comes drinks coffee with me in the morning sometime at the real estate office, and he pulls that famous, like, what day of the week is it? I said, well, you're retired.
Yeah, well, actually, I've had that happen to me. Forget what the heck day it was. It doesn't really make that much difference unless I have an appointment.
Every day is Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
No, but it's but you work for all those years.
You know, I don't want to wish my life away, but I look forward to that day, being able to retire and make my own schedule.
I recommend it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I got a few years to go. I probably got another, I don't know. I'm 57. I'm hoping somewhere between 65 and 70, but I don't even know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, I had planned to retire when I was 68, and I was still working, and things got slow, and they decided to buy out people that were eligible for retirement. So they paid me a year's salary to retire 11 and a half months before I planned to. That was a no-brainer.
Wow.
Yeah, they call that ERP, early retirement plan.
Yeah, it worked well for me.
Chris Hope, welcome in, Chris.
Hey, good morning,
Chris.
Chris Hope in the house.
Hello, everybody in the chat. I was having some audio issues, so I'm late to the game this morning.
Yeah, we'll blame it on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dennis, you were sounding right this morning. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, thanks.
Brad, I just want you to know that Matt is having audio problems, but he's hanging right in there.
Yeah.
Good.
It's as entertaining as ever. Matt, you do not expect me to make the most of you not being able to reply, do you?
That's right.
What was that?
Sorry, what was
There
that?
you go.
Oh, you mongrel.
And so,
He was just saying what a great guy you are, Matt.
Yeah.
I can't imagine him doing that, to be honest.
Hey, good morning, AZ drone dude. So anyway, those of you that were on the morning live stream, already heard this, but I just want to let everybody know, a couple of weeks ago, I asked people to pray for Jim Crennan. Health-wise, he's doing fine. He's still cancer-free at the moment. And but him and Lise were just going through some rough times financially and stuff. So he asked that we say a prayer for him, and things are looking up for him. So I talked to him last night, and things are looking up. So prayers working, my friends.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's good.
JSK Enterprise, hello.
And I'm sure, Rodney, your request for prayers, everybody probably sent them, so it's working.
Yeah,
That's good.
Morning, Curtis Dart.
Hey, Curtis.
Hey,
Good
so,
morning. You get us down?
Dennis, you said it's raining at your place?
It was, but it stopped now.
Yeah, you look like when you had your drone up, it was a little bit of a low shelf of clouds there. But yeah,
Yes,
we're
it
sunshine here in Richmond, Virginia. And with guess Rodney, you're probably similar, right?
I'm sorry.
Are you sunshine right now in Clooney
Yes.
Beach?
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, me
if
too.
you're too busy, we could just take over, Rodney.
Go ahead. You guys are doing just fine. You don't need me.
I'm not even answering that.
I think that does the live streams on Sundays for the church.
Yeah.
He was just letting me know he's not going to be at the church early, so I'm going to have to go in.
This is tomorrow?
Yeah. I'm trying to train him to take over for me. And he's doing all right. He does good. It's just he's a young kid, and not very reliable. You know how youngsters are.
Painfully.
He's a good kid, but
That'd be Brad, wouldn't it? He'd be the youngster on the panel.
Maybe 57. I don't know. No, Johnny, wait a minute. How old are you, Johnny?
Oh, I'm a little older than 57.
I bet Matt's younger than 57.
I can't believe I'm the youngster on the panel. Wow.
Well, between you and Matt,
I could lie, Brad, but I wouldn't.
Actually, Brad, you've got a year on me. I'm not 57 until next year.
Oh, okay. Good. Fair enough. That's good. We're still in the 50s club.
You guys are making me feel old now. I'm only 77.
Dean, you're looking good, my friend.
I'm having fun.
That's good.
I'm 67.
What?
I said I'm 67.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Matt is 49.
Matt's 49.
69.
Oh, Matt.
Then Matt.
That's right, Matt.
Matt's the young man. Matt's the youngster.
Yeah.
I was thinking Matt was younger. Yeah.
Hey, Curtis Third, Jackson RC. Hello. Good morning.
Well, I'm not going to hold it too long.
I'm going to have to go get another cup of coffee, guys.
All right.
Yeah. I'm grabbing mine.
I'm not going to hold it, Rodney, if you don't mind. They've got me on some pretty heavy medication, and not to put too fine a point on it, it leaves me extremely nauseous, and I would hate to. There's a good Australian saying here that you may use it over there. I would hate to indulge in a Technicolor yawn on live stream. So if you guys, everyone in the chat will excuse me, I did want to drop in and say hello. I haven't caught you for a few weeks, and thanks for having me on. But I'm going to go back to bed with the cat, and I'll catch up with you next week.
All right.
Great to see you, Ari.
Thanks, everybody.
Feel better. Feel better.
Good night.
Have a good day.
Mate. God bless everyone.
I see Matt dropped out as well. Matt, if you're listening, if you're still listening, thanks for popping in. And sorry. Well, no, I'm not really sorry we made fun of you, because we always make fun of you, but that's what we do. But it's good having you on, brother.
Yes. Always nice.
Hey, Johnny, I got your email. I'll check it out when I go back in the house.
Okay.
So I missed part of the conversation while I was having technical issues, like I always do. But Rodney, you and I are going to have to pull up with Al, and we'll get our traveling plan together here very shortly and figure out how we're getting down to Austin, Texas. We got to stop by Johnny's along the way. But just in a nutshell, we can talk about this more, a deep dive later, but I don't know whether or not the Wednesday before the event, if you're working that day or part of that day, or if you can get here to to Richmond, mid-afternoon, we can get about 4 or 5 hours under our belt and stop at a hotel. And then the next day, it'll only be 10 or 11 hours to Johnny's house. Then we can have a nice meal there and then head off to Austin on Friday. I don't know if that'll work for you though, Rodney. It's that I know your work schedule is a little tight. Now, you're taking Thursday off, I would assume, because you're going to be here. But
yeah, and that I think the way we originally talked about it was I would meet you at your house at 6.
okay, it's
And
just going to be a long day. It'll put us at Johnny's at 9 p.m. if we do that whole day to Johnny's.
and but I'll see about I'll check and see if I can get managed Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday
That
half
would
a day.
that'd give you a great jump, because the biggest thing is we'd have
Right.
to get right back up and get out of here at about 6
Right.
in the morning to get through Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, yep, absolutely. Well, so Rodney, I don't know how your schedule works, but I'm thinking about doing a half a day on Wednesday, and then maybe if you and can be here, I don't know, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we can get a solid 4 or 5 hours under our belt. And then if you want to get here at noontime, we can get a lot more than that. We'll be halfway to Johnny's.
All right. Well, I'll
Think
see
about it.
what I can work out.
Yeah, think about it. I mean, I know that affects vacation days and everything for you. I'm a little more flexible than you, and of course, Al is really flexible.
Well, he's another one of those retired people.
He is one of those retired people.
You know, those retired people, they have it so easy, even though they make it sound like it's so hard to be retired. I mean,
that's why we want you.
If you listen to Dennis Lovelady and Wendell talk,
yeah,
it sounds like they make it sound like it's really rough to be retired.
It is rough. he has to go to Maine every month or so, and
I know, going to San Diego, all that traveling when you're retired.
It's not bad enough he has to do it. I have to meet him up there in August in Maine, so it's hard.
You're going to meet him up there in August?
I am.
Cool. You'll like Maine. Maine's a beautiful state.
It is.
I've never been to Maine. That's one place I'd like to see myself.
I went up there. I had to go up there on business. I made about 4 or 5 trips up there to the Bath Iron Works, which is a shipyard.
Yeah.
And it is so beautiful. Didn't like it so much in the wintertime.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But it in the summer and spring, it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
And then one trip I went, my wife asked if she could go, and so I asked my boss, I said, if I take a couple of days, use a couple of days as vacation days, is it all right if my wife goes? Oh, yeah. And, they let me drive my car up there and everything, so and paid me mileage. So that was good.
Yeah, Brad, if y'all get here early enough, I'll throw some steaks on the grill or something. Now, if you get here late, you're going to get like Pop-Tarts or some shit.
Yeah, that's one of my driving factors of getting there early. So the steaks, you told me about that a couple of weeks or a month ago, and I said, well, I'm going to try to get there early for some good steaks. Yeah, if we get there at 9, we won't be doing much of eating.
Well, I would imagine that if we're getting there that late, we would have already.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yep.
You get some Bluebell ice cream if you get here that late.
I'm all in for that.
Yeah, eat a half a container of that and go to bed and get up early.
Just don't mention it to my wife.
No, we won't say anything.
I would end up in the doghouse for sure.
What happens on this trip to Austin stays in Austin, like Vegas,
Yeah.
Cool.
So
it's gonna be a fun trip.
I think so.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Was Austin originally named after you, Brad? But then they had to change it to a U instead.
Yeah, they had to change the spelling because it was interfering in our family's life.
I got it.
Austin, Texas. Yeah, it's funny. When I was a kid, people used to ask me if I was from Austin, Texas, and I didn't understand it for a while.
Rodney, I put you a question in the private chat there.
Oh, okay. No, I am not.
Okay, because I had something for you if you were. So
you asked me the same thing, Johnny. I'm not either yet.
I need to work on that. I've got that show that Ken Herron that
Remote Pilot 101.
yeah. I'm part of. I'm a member of that. So
Me as well. I signed up for that last year and got the Ken Herron discount.
well,
Yeah, just you know what I did is just take you. I mean, probably if you study for a week or 2 weeks, you'll be fine. You know.
The only thing that gets me on that is if you go in and you miss it by just one question, that's what is it now? 185 US dollars.
$164 where I took it.
well, see,
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
go
they've
to
gone up.
Air Force Base and get it for free. Take it for free.
What?
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, because I'm retired military.
Hey, and I'm a long lost cousin of yours, right? I can get the discount as well.
No, it doesn't work like that, Brad. Nice try, brother. Nice try, but it doesn't work.
So that's what I'm scared of. I mean, I shouldn't be, but if you study real
you
good,
won't have any problem.
But if you do fail it, you have to pay it all over again. I don't see why they make you suffer like that. I guess they want to make sure you know what you're doing when you come in the first time.
They got to pay the test proctors.
No, I understand that, but
I mean, you know, the test proctors get, you know, they must get 300,000 or 400,000 every test because of all the people.
But the good news is once you pass it, you don't have to go and take it in person again. You can do it online.
Then you can't fail it either. You can't fail the recurrent.
Right.
Yeah, they won't let you fail it. They'll tell you how to get it 100%.
Yeah, kind of like that little trust program they put out.
Yeah.
No way you can fail.
I'm torn on the trust thing. I don't want to say it's a conspiracy or anything, but it just seems like they're collecting a lot of data. But I hear Mel of 400 AGL, he says they're not collecting that data at all. So
there's not much data they ask for. I mean, just
no, there's not
minimum stuff.
All they're doing is just when I did it, it just seemed like they were reiterating all the safety rules, and then they quiz you on the safety rules. And the site I used said that this data is not recorded, so if you don't print out your certificate when they tell you to, then
it's
you
gone.
have to take the test again.
Right, so you can I downloaded the PDF, so I have that on my computer, and I took a picture of it and have it on. I have it on my phone.
I did the same thing.
I have it right here.
Yep.
I'm gonna print mine out and probably laminate it as a card and stick it in my wallet somewhere.
That's exactly what I did with mine.
Yeah.
But they just want to make sure everybody knows the basic rules. I mean, people are going out and buying a drone and going out and fly it without knowing anything about it.
Yeah.
It's a great start in the right direction, you know.
Well, the site I used, and Rodney, you might have used the same thing, was Pilots Institute, I guess. They were one of the providers, so I used that one. And the guy that runs that or is part of that was on one of the shows. I don't know if it was Ken's show or I can't remember. I think Ken Herron had him on, and he said they didn't collect any data either. And but the only thing is, it gives them opportunity to market things to you once you sign up for their site. But he seemed like a nice enough guy, and it seemed like their site is pretty nice too.
Yeah, I used a UAV coach, and I haven't received any emails from them or anything. So
I haven't either.
I get emails from Pilot Institute after I signed up, but it's not very many. I mean, it's all good. It's all educational stuff that they send out, I think, and they want your business, of course, and they're doing it for free. So the FAA does not pay anybody to provide this trust test on their sites, from what he said on Ken's show. So they're doing it all for free, but it does bring them in business.
I'm not so sure about that, but it says it's free, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
I don't know if you'd revamp your. He said they spent 2 weeks revamping their servers and doing all that. So I don't know.
Yep,
maybe they are doing it.
He said they had to. I think he said they had to get programmers to write all the the web page codes and everything. So, which makes sense. I mean, 2 weeks worth of work is a lot of money.
That's they should have gotten better programmers. That's all I can say.
They could have got Dennis. Why he wasn't doing nothing?
That's right. I'd have been happy to do it. properly.
Well, I hope, a couple of other channels, and it might have been on another live stream. Johnny, it might have been on yours last weekend when Rodney wasn't available. But we were talking about how they should put in all the drone packages. So toy drones, DJI drones, tell anybody, they should put a little slip of paper in them that says, go to this site, and the trust one being the number one, or just go to the FAA site, read up and learn about how to register your drone. And if it's a sub 250 grand drone, you do the trust test. Here's some information about Part 107. It would only do everybody in the industry. I guess it would be a good way to get more people involved and be able to fly correctly, legally, and not get us all in trouble when they make those mistakes. So that's my rant. Sorry. No comments.
No, I agree. I mean, it could easily be, on the flight, the Go 4 app, didn't they have like a little checklist or something you had to click on, So, and that's how it really ought to be. Before the drone can be activated, it ought to have, hey, you have to go to this site and answer.
Oh, yeah.
Well, even the DJI Fly app for my Mavic Mini does some of that stuff. You can skip it, but it's there.
Right.
Yeah.
And even the FEMI, I think it does a little. I think it has something before you fly. But yeah, it's just it's a step in the right direction. I mean, anybody who's 107, or if you're a pretty experienced pilot, you're not gonna have. I mean, you can't fail the test, and hey, you're just kind of verifying what you know.
But you know what kind of surprised me was that they said on the site that even Part 107 people have to take that trust test.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're flying recreationally, it falls under the trust. At least that's what I understand. And when you're flying, commercially or for gain or whatever, then it's 107. Hey, that's a good-looking sticker you got there, Rodney.
It is.
Johnny stepped away for a moment, so he can't see it. But
and I got 3 of them.
I'm here. I was putting Rodney's stamp on his letter here.
Oh, look at that, Johnny on the spot.
It's going out today.
Yeah, he's sending me some scorpions.
They're not scorpions. It's a drone. Look.
It looks like a scorpion.
I need to get one of each of your stickers there, Johnny, at some point, but you don't have to mail them out to me yet.
No, I'll pop some in the mail.
3D, Rodney, you're making me dizzy.
You are getting sleepy.
Rodney, I guess I got to put some money. Do I have to put some money in this envelope for that advertisement?
Yeah, actually, you do.
Well, I actually have I have some Monopoly money right here in the drawer the kids play
with.
with.
That works for me. My Monopoly game needs some more money, so feel free to send Monopoly money.
Hey, I want to get some of that money. Ken has all that money that people send him from around the world. Which one is it that's like, $1's like a million ruples or something like that? What is it? Is that what it is? Ken always jokes about that. And I don't know what ruples are, but supposedly that number is huge compared to our dollar. Wouldn't mind having one of those.
I think Russia uses ruples, a version of ruples. India, I think, uses ruples.
Yeah.
But they're not the same, but that's what they're called.
Ruples have ridges, right?
No, that's potato chip.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Ruble. Is it rubles or ruples? I see rubles in Google. So
well,
ruble.
If it's Russian, it's ruble. It's RUBLE.
Yeah.
And it's 0.013. One Russian ruble is 0.013 of a United States dollar.
Right. So one US dollar equals 74.4 rubles. But that must not be the one I'm thinking about. Ken always jokes about how many, when somebody does a super chat and it's like in a million or tens of thousands of whatever that number is, and it only equals like a couple of dollars. Haven't been able to figure that out.
100,000 rubles is 1,344 US dollars.
Yeah, I won't be super chatting that. I'm looking through the whole list of all the money around the world. I can't figure out which one he talked. Somebody does on there. Not that it matters. This is a waste of time. Back to the stream.
See you, Mark.
And is Mark leaving? Oh, yeah. Mark, you have a good day, brother.
Have a good day. We'll see you, Mark.
Stay fine,
he's got
brother.
a drone. Does he have a drone thing today?
Do what?
I think
Does he have a drone event today?
Herman and Lawrence are having a meet up, and Captain Ray is flying with them in New York.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. And Mark, he's up in Providence, right? Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah, they got something on.
So they're having their big events on 31st. That's where he's giving away a couple of drones that from y'all's donations.
They're doing that for my birthday. Did you know that?
Oh, is it?
Nice.
Yeah. That's why they're doing it that day.
Nice. You going up there?
Dennis Love Lady.
Yeah, the Dennis.
In honor of Dennis.
You talking about that Rhode Island meetup group?
Yeah.
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 So 1 million rubles is 13,440 US dollars.
All right. Thanks, Rodney.
I'm a millionaire.
No, my point is, Johnny, you need to get some funny money from around the world and throw in like a.
I'll send you. I'm looking at I'll send you 2 Doge coins.
Oh, there you go.
They're 21 cents this morning. So hey.
Hey, they got an arcade near here. I get those tokens. I'll send you a couple of those.
So if Cameron is still in the house.
Hey, look, Rodney, you can pick out one of these denominations.
Oh wow! Good grief!
What is that?
That's our poker
Looks like
night.
a penny jar. Poker. Oh, poker chips.
So 1 million yen, which is Japanese money, equals $9,078.
How much?
$9,078.12.
It's gone down.
Is that $1 US?
1 million.
1 million. 1 million.
1 yen is approximately equal to a penny.
Oh. Wow.
Each
So
yen.
the US dollar is a lot better than that.
Wow. 1 yen is 0.0091 of a United States dollar.
Yeah, just under a penny.
Man, we got the airport. I'm within 4.95 miles from the Richmond International Airport. Something big just took off. The ground shook a little bit. We might have some touch and goes from Air Force One. I don't know. They come down this way sometimes and do the touch and goes for testing or practicing. Man, that thing sounded. I don't know what that was. It sounded awfully loud and rumbled a little bit the ground here. But like I said, unfortunately, I'm 4.95 miles from the airport. So to get a lift off right here, I have to get permission. Have to get the.
Yeah, you probably got a certain height limit too, right?
Right. I think it's 250 for me here. The planes, I'm in the direct takeoff flight path for most of the airplanes, depending on the wind. But when they're going south and the wind's blowing that direction, they come directly over my house. But they're usually, by that time, they're already 2,000 or 3,000 feet in the air. The unfortunate part for me is, and I brought this up on some of the other live streams before, is I have the James River, which is a river that flows from Richmond, Rocks Rapids, right in the Richmond city, Rodney, as you saw it. From here, it goes all the way to Chesapeake Bay. But what the military do, they take their military here helicopters and fly along the river. Sometimes they're below the treetops, and that's less than 200 feet.
Yeah.
So they can do right. I think Johnny said this one time a long time ago when I brought it up. Is they can do whatever they want to do.
Sure, yeah, we got some Black Hawks that fly out of here, and I tell you what, man, when they take off, like the windows shake, and they're not very high. I can tell you that.
So when I was in Richmond or not Richmond, but Norfolk last week, for those 3 days, I took my drone with me, and I thought, well, and the hotel was right there by the airport. So first off, I don't even think the drone would have started. But when I checked the Before You Fly app, it said I could fly up to 50 feet.
Nice.
But I had to get Lance authorization.
Yeah.
Permission,
Well, I
authorization.
think
Yep.
that's 50 feet in a downward direction, Rodney.
I'm 25 miles from the nearest airport. The only thing I have to worry about is that Air Life helicopter going over me toward the lake. And they usually come right over my house, and sometimes they're at only 200 feet. But the good news
Oh,
is
wow.
you can hear them coming a long way, and they've got a
Yeah.
bright
Yeah.
flashing light on the front of it. But I've had to take
Same
my
for me.
drone down several times when they've been coming over. Other than that, I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about anything.
Same for me. The helicopters, back to that. It's the same here. You can hear them coming down the river for a couple of miles before they even get here.
Yeah.
So they're pretty loud. And then it's easy to bring the drone down. I'm usually flying within line of sight, visual line of sight. So,
Yeah, well, I am too most of the time, because I've got 6 houses being built within a quarter mile of me, and I go around and do circles around these during construction. When I get done, I build a composite and show it being built up. I match everything
Nice.
up from all the videos.
wow.
Hey, welcome to the chat, Ten Toes.
I look forward to
Hey,
seeing that,
Tentos.
Dean. What kind of program do you use for that, Dean? Or do you just do it manually?
No, I have a program I've been using for years called Pinnacle Studio, and it's got a bunch of keyframes and stuff where you can rotate stuff and move it around. So I'll try to do a circle at approximately the same altitude when I go around. And then I can match them up and fade them in exactly the same point. And you'll see the foundation go around, then all of a sudden the studs will come up. And then you'll see that, and then the roof will come on it. And then you'll see that, and the sides will come on it. I've done a couple of them so far.
Oh, you got some on your YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Oh, I'll have to go find those. I like that kind of thing. That's a lot of work involved, though.
it's quite a bit, yeah, but it's kind of fun. Out here in the middle of nowhere, sometimes that's all you got to do.
Yeah, I remember years ago when the video editing softwares, and this has been a little while, we're starting to come out with those morphing techniques where you just
Yeah.
take a video, maybe, and when it all first started, it was like people's faces or
Yeah.
objects, and they would morph them into something else, or it was pretty cool. And now
Yeah, I
they've come
did-
a long way.
I did one of those early on from 7 to 70 years, just
Oh,
pictures
wow.
along. It worked pretty well.
hmm The AIs now are really superior to all that stuff that when it started,
Oh,
20,
yeah.
30 years ago.
They've got some fantastic AI programs out now that do things.
Problem is, there's too many of them. You gotta find what you're looking for. There's so many different options out there, and some
Yeah.
things have too many options, and it's just overwhelming. I have been watching Matt with some of the Da Vinci stuff because I have the Da Vinci, Resolve, I guess,
Yeah.
and I play with that a little bit. My computer is not able to handle anything more than 1080. As soon as y'all were talking about it earlier, I think my computer can't handle 4K at all. And I have a gaming MSI computer I bought 7 years ago, and it was top of the line. I paid almost, I don't know what it was, $1,800 for it. And back then, that was top of the line. But now the video card in it just can't handle the 4K stuff.
Yeah. My computer will do a 22-minute video in 4K. It'll render it in about 10 minutes.
Oh,
which is
that's
pretty
awesome.
good. Yeah, but it screams. Its fans are so loud. I can't use it when I'm sitting here doing a live stream because the fan's so loud you can hear it on my microphone. It sounds
Gotta
like
keep
it sounds like a jet taking off when all those fans rev up.
Yeah, it keeps everything cool. My laptop has a big turbo fan on it, and it's supposed to work automatically when it gets hot, but sometimes I have a little laptop thing or pad underneath of the laptop in my lap, and you can't feel the heat, but my hand feels it when I put it up on right around the keyboard. And if I hit that turbo button, it only takes about 2 or 3 minutes, but it's loud. My wife can't even hear the TV when it comes on, but it's just sucking all that air through there, and it comes out hot. You can't even hardly keep your hand in front of it.
That's part of the price you pay for having a fast computer. You got to keep them cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, so last night, Kelly Shores on his speed dial when he had Sean and Kyle on there, they were talking about some of this stuff. And I was surprised to find out from Sean, World of Oz, he does most all of his stuff in 1080p. Everything. And he has some amazing footage that looks crisp and clear. And one of his points I agree with, he said the 4K stuff he hasn't gotten used to yet. He said it looks like when you take and increase the sharpness all the way up on a video, and it's just too sharp, doesn't look real. So he's still working off of 1080p on most of the stuff he does on his channel.
Yeah.
I do 1080p as well. I just use the 4K for zooming.
Yeah. 1080p does a good job unless you're looking at it on a 4K TV or an 8K TV. And then you can really see the difference.
You get a little blurriness to it, right?
Yeah.
I noticed on like the hotel room that I had last week and this week, they had 4K, really large 4K TVs in it. And I noticed, and I don't know if I'd ever noticed it before, but the video quality was just, I mean, it was almost like it was real, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you look it through a window at live people. And that's what it appeared to me. That's how crisp the 4K was.
Yeah.
So you don't have 4K at home, do you, Rodney?
No, all my TVs are 1080.
Yeah, and that is a big transition from a 1080p TV to a 4K. It took me a while to want to do that as well because my sister turned me onto that. She lives in Florida down there in Palm Bay, Orlando-ish area, Lake Mary. But she had one of the first 4K TVs, and we went and visited her one time, and I didn't like it at all. It just looked too real, like you were saying, and it just didn't. It looked like somebody took a camera and recorded it and then just posted it as a show. But after a while, I adopted it, and we've gotten used to it. But some of the shows, again, it's just too real, and it just doesn't have that cinematic feel like it used to in some cases.
Yeah. Now there's a Mike Oblinsky. He does.
Oblesby.
Huh?
Mike Oblesby, I think it is, or something.
Yeah, he does those storms.
Yeah.
He does those in 4K, and those are awesome.
Yeah.
And he must. I mean, I imagine he gets paid for doing this because he travels months at a time to get shots of these storms and stuff to make his videos, and I think that would be kind of fun to be able to do that.
Clever.
The travel part.
Yeah, maybe when I do retire, I'll be able to do that. I think I can travel like 10, 20 miles and be okay.
Linda, Clever Dark Elm, does really good work with that stuff too. She travels all the time.
Yeah, but has she posted anything lately?
I haven't seen anything from her lately. I think her name's Linda Dark, right?
I think so, yeah.
Anyway, Clever Dark
I met her in 2019. She was.
I know you did. I missed that spin up. But,
yeah.
Which is a shame because she was one of my favorite YouTubers at the time.
Yeah, I met her.
What was it?
So I think earlier, you might have mentioned this earlier, Dennis. Did you say there's a possibility you might not make it to spin up, or are you coming this year?
I didn't say that. I said my wife may or may not come. I might have said that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But
So
she
you're
wouldn't-
coming
She
then.
wouldn't come to spin up. No, what I'm not clear about is whether we will make that a trip for 2 or for 1. But she wouldn't be
Gotcha.
at spin up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife doesn't want to go with me anywhere to a drone event. Nowhere.
Her English is fine, but she doesn't feel like it is. So she's very
Yeah.
she's very Chinese. Let's just put it that way. She's very Chinese. So.
What was Linda's YouTube page name?
Clever Dark Elve, ELVE.
Yeah,
I think it's all one word.
Yeah, I found it. Thanks, Dennis. You saved me.
Dennis, they say the same about me about my English. So.
Yeah. Yeah, but in your case, it's true.
You know, I was on a Drone Seekers a couple weeks ago, and I always watch, and you know, it was kind of having a hard time here, and I said, man, I bet they're thinking the same thing. You know, this guy from South Louisiana is like, but
I used to work for a guy named Bill Green. I was living in Greenville, South Carolina, and he had lived there all of his life except when he was in the military. And anyway, he was talking about some guys that were in a branch of the company he was working for, and he said they paid for me to come to New York just so they could sit and listen to me talk.
Yeah. I was at a Boston Red Sox game, and all of a sudden this lady comes up to me. She says, the seat next to me was open, and she sits there and she goes, "Hey,
whoa,
I love your accent." You know, so okay, you know, it's like, what accent? Yeah, you know, you can't say water or car, so I don't know what you're talking about. You know?
Hey guys, this is one of Linda's videos. This was done about 6 months ago, and I haven't seen this one yet. It lasts 3 minutes, and I'm not going to show the whole thing, but this gives you an idea of how good her work is. And there's no sound either.
Oh, wow.
Imagine catching that comet.
Oh, yeah. So she's doing some long exposure stuff there.
Yeah.
Wow. That's probably a 30-second exposure, because much more than, unless she's tracking it somehow. That's pretty cool effect.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she sent me an email one time talking about the travel that she was doing for this, and one video that she'd done, I don't recall, maybe 1.5 years, 2 years ago, she said she traveled 4,500 miles, you know, over a period of months.
Wow.
To do that particular video, that time lapse.
Wow.
That ended up being like 3.5 minutes long.
Gee.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna put the link to her channel, well, to that particular video in the chats. If anybody wants to go check it out, she does a really good job, and a lot of her videos are really good.
She does.
She was filming a storm, and the wind came up, and she had Ken Herron's drone, and she was flying Ken Herron's P4P, I believe it was, and she got concentrating so hard trying to get it back because of the wind, and that she didn't notice that the wind blew her camera over.
Oh no!
It was like, I think she said she paid something like $3,000+ for that camera, and it just destroyed it.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And it don't take much to put $3,000 into a camera and a lens. I have one set up on my Nikon D750 that I haven't shot with in a long time. That it's about $5,000 with the lens and the body. So if it falls over, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
It would break it instantly. I mean, it's just a crazy amount of money. But I kind of got out of the big camera stuff, seeing how the the phones got better. I mean, of course, you can't really print things big off of the phone still, and in some cases, but I kind of got away from carrying around and lugging around a big camera around my neck.
Hey,
Hey,
Ron.
good morning, Ron Lockwood. Hope you're having a good. He is doing a lot of traveling.
He is. He's on like day 8 or 9 right now, I think, of his trip.
Yeah.
Tinto says maybe I'll stick with my Osmo Action.
Definitely.
Yeah, I have
wise decision, I think.
I have a 4K video camera that I bought that costs more than my Mavic 2 Pro, and I'd hate to lose it.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, this a quick question for Johnny, if you want to talk about it. What happened to Billy the other night on the show?
I don't know. I just got a text about a couple hours before. He just said that something came up, and.
Oh, okay. I was just hoping everything was all right. I came to your live show a little bit late, and then I saw Mark Fisher in there. And well, I was in there before you brought in Mark Fisher, but then when you brought him as a special last-minute guest, I knew something was up.
Yeah, he just said that he had something a shoot can't come up or something. So
well, he is a celebrity, so it's hard to lock him down.
Yeah. It was fun. We had a great show. Actually, it turned out pretty good.
Yeah. Oh no, you did. Yep, absolutely. And I didn't come to the show just to see.
And man, and Sean, Geeks Vana can keep it going too. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I could listen to him all day long.
Yeah, good morning, FSU grad 03. Welcome to the chat.
DeMarco, see, that's what kind of people sleep late, like DeMarco. See, he just got up,
Is that who? DeMarco, is that FSU grad?
Yeah. He's he sleeps late and gets up out of bed at 12 o'clock and stuff.
I got up at 6:30 this morning thinking I might just catch Rodney's stream, but then when I looked outside, I was like, oh, I'm late again. I stayed up until about 1 o'clock in the morning messing around with stuff on the computer and YouTube, and then next thing you know, I was falling asleep in the chair, so I finally got up and got in the bed, and I set my alarm, but I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I stayed up watching a baseball game last night. My friend was pitching, so.
Nice. So a late game then.
Well, guys, I'm going to have to run. It's been nice having me in today. Thank you for inviting me.
Yep,
I had a lot of fun.
Definitely
enjoyed it.
Good to see you.
Dean, it's really good to see you on here, and you're always welcome.
Thank you.
So I know your Saturdays are usually pretty busy with your bike rides and stuff. And
yeah.
Dean, just to mention, you're the only one that got the correct link anyway, so.
No, I didn't. He had to send me another one. The one he sent me was for May 15th.
Oh, wow. A show in the past. We could try to do that live.
I go in there and it said an hour and 51 minutes and 5 seconds or something, and it's just sitting there. I said, that's not right. And then I looked, it said it's May 15th.
Yeah, Rodney, send me the one for tomorrow mornings, and that way I'll have tonight's lottery winning number.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
See you, Dean.
Take care, my friend.
Yeah, I think I'm going to close this one out, too.
Yeah, thank you, Rodney.
It's been fun.
I'm going to drop
we missed you the past couple of weekends, Rodney.
All righty.
All right, guys.
It's always good to have you guys on here, man.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It was good to see Ari and Matt join in, and unfortunately, Matt was working and was having some sound issues, but
yeah.
So
it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, work gets in the way of pleasure sometimes, but he tries to make the best of it, just like we all do.
Hey, Brad, nice hat.
Yeah. I'm trying to do a little advertising this morning. I got my mug too, which you can't see. Oh, not yours. Metro Drones. Bill.
I wasn't going to say anything. You were wearing the hat, so
let's not be advertising other channels now on Rodney.
Bill gave me this when we were in South Florida meetup, and he gave me one. What's that?
Who gave you that?
Bill,
Metro Drones.
Oh, okay.
Metro Drones.
Bill Brooks, yeah.
Bill, and he gave me one in the parking lot of the hotel, But then when I got home, he had shipped me one as well, and he thought the one that he shipped didn't make it to me somehow. So I ended up with two of them. I got a blue one and a black one. These are nice Yeti cups. Yours, Rodney, is nice as well. That one's in there ready to go. I'm gonna use that one next weekend.
Yeah, you may not know this, Brad, but I don't have one of those.
Oh, well, I got two of them. I don't mind giving you one of them.
I was joking. I'm joking.
Well,
I'll give it to you.
Give me one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I stayed at the hotel with Bill, and I didn't get one. I don't know what's up with
Oh.
that. But, you know.
Oh, I done opened a can of worms.
Well,
Listen, what's funny when you're at a place like that, it's like, hey, did I give you a sticker? Did give you a cup, or did I give you a hat? You know, it's kind of like then you hate to, you know.
I'm still speaking of the stickers. I'm still finding stickers that a couple folks gave me that I didn't know I had in some of my containers that I brought down to Florida.
Pockets, yeah.
Yep. And I think I'm going to decorate. I bought some of those, and I know we're getting ready to go, Rodney, but I bought some of those Harbor Freight.
I gave you one of these, didn't I?
Yeah, I got one of those.
I'm still waiting for it, by the way, Rodney.
Oh.
He's got an envelope ready.
I sent it out to you, Dennis.
Yeah, I don't have no Rodney Bell stickers, just saying, you know.
Johnny, you don't have one?
No, I didn't. I didn't get one at the meetup.
Huh. Did you did I send you a shirt and a hat and a cup?
No.
Uh-oh.
No, you only did that for friends.
Uh-oh.
I won't even say what I got. Hey, so my thoughts are I'm gonna go through all my stickers before we do this trip, Rodney, and I might, and I don't usually deface my truck like I used to years ago by putting stickers on the back glass, but I think for the drone event, I'm gonna find some stickers and put them on the outside, and for the trip of any of them that I have duplicates of, so I'll have being able to, you know, show my love on the back of the truck windows when I'm there or on the way.
There you go.
The good thing about the stickers, man, they're so easy to mail and drop in the mail, and they're cheap to mail.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think it's a great little thing for everybody to kind of have, and everybody likes them on their cases and stuff.
So Mela, I gave Mela and a couple of the other ladies at work one of my Rodney Bell cups, and Mela said her husband hijacked her cup. And they had words. No wonder he looks at me the way he does.
Time to close down.
Oh my gosh.
Mika Steve, send me your address. I'll send you some stickers, brother.
Hi, Myra Elaine. She'd like.
I gotta finalize my logo.
Yeah.
I gotta finalize my logo.
Brad, you still got to name your show so I can put it right here.
I know. We've got a couple of ideas. I go by and see Al over at his house about once a week now when I'm out near my office. So we talked about it the other day, and we might, and don't even say it, Johnny, but we might go with something like what you mentioned. So we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I hear you. And we can, hey, believe me, I done made enough changes, and everybody looks at it, and when you look at it, I might have another change, but hey.
Yeah.
I just want
to say, yep, Johnny, and I'm sure everybody's going to say the same thing. Thank you for putting that together. It's been a long time coming. Everybody always asks who's doing what on what night, what day. There's a lot going on. That sheet proves that. There's a lot going on.
I never realized, and I mean, I'm sure this is just a little batch that we kind of follow. And of course, I mean, like I said, we're not promoting anybody's shows. We just, we have it on there, and it's, hey, watch who you want to watch and when you want to watch. But it definitely, if you set the bell on that, set the notification for that show if you want to watch it, well, it'll pop up too,
Hey, so Johnny, are you going to have that on some type of shareable drive so that folks can maybe click a link in your description, say every maybe one of your, every time you post a video or live stream in your description, it says click here, and then you'll have just a viewable only spreadsheet, maybe?
I don't know. I think you can do it like in Google Pages, I believe, or something.
You can do it in Google Sheets.
Google Sheets.
Google Sheets. Okay, yeah.
Let me see if I can quickly find my Google Sheets.
But you got to have it saved to a Google Drive, right, as well.
No, I don't think so.
No.
No.
And we're gonna put it up on the on our page, and everybody welcome to cut it, share it, and
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it'll be easily available if you want to print it out.
Just so you see what it's like. This is
Look at Tinto says he's absolutely right about that. I think if you hit all the drone shows, you'd never get any droning done. Is what really what he meant.
And you'd probably be divorced.
Yeah, you wouldn't get life. You wouldn't get life done.
That's part of the reason why I don't make any of the evening shows, is because every evening of the week there's a droning show on. And
how many?
My wife would shoot me.
This is like, I didn't even count them, but it's probably over 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can go back and watch, and now you can put chapters in on your timestamp. So if you want to watch a little section of a show, I think that's a great thing to do.
Yeah,
absolutely. I have learned how to put chapters in. That would be ideal for me, because
I think you got to do that for
you. What I'm starting to do during our live stream, I'll just kind of mark a note of that time, and then I know, like when we do our part 107 questions, or when we do the numbers, so you can go right, or when you introduce the two guests on our show, and you can do it for songs or even whatever.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that could, because I go back later on.
I can show you how to do it. It's very easy, actually.
Yeah, I go back later on and put in the comments and also in the description the songs that I've done. So
Right. Yep. And that's nice.
It says you don't have permit. Okay, John, I thought that was publicly available. That is a needs to be updated list of YouTube channels, and who's like Mr. JRCs will say John, I think, if it's up to date. I'll make it publicly available. I know that it's only editable by a few, but I'll make it publicly visible. I thought I'd done that already, but forgive me. Hang on to the link and check it maybe in a couple of hours, and I'll have it done.
So, all right, boys. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on today.
Yeah,
it's been nice to be here. Always good to be seen.
Time to get work done. I got to pull my boat out today. So
Rodney, I put that in the private chat, my address, and
okay.
Will you close it out, maybe?
Yeah, let me.
And you'll have it on return address here too. So.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. I know we'll talk about this many times before then, but looking forward to seeing all of y'all at Spin Up.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to get, I feel like we'll get to meet the other half who we didn't meet over in Florida, and that's going to be, that's going to be kind of
Johnny, this will be your first Spin Up.
Yeah.
Yep, it's been awesome. I've been to every one of them. Yeah.
In fact, 2019 is when you and I met, Brad.
Yep, I remember it was right before the pandemic.
Yep,
I remember that. And then I went to the virtual one to help Kelly, do the show with all the winners and all that stuff. He took me off the eligibility list on winning any of the drone stuff, but it's all good. I told him I'd help him again this year, but he's allowing me to be in for the prizes this year. So, but I don't think I'm going to be. He didn't ask me to do anything with the winning of any of the stuff that he's giving away. So that'll definitely keep me in the loop for winning something. I would really love to, just like everybody, I would love to win whatever that new DJI product's going to be, the M3 or whatever.
Maybe a Phantom 6 or a Mavic 5.
I've never won anything. The only thing I've ever won at any of the spin-ups, and that was the year, Rodney, that we met at 19, was a pack of stickers from a whole bunch of Kelly had a winning pack that had a whole bunch of different stickers in it from folks.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've ever won. Now, I was subscriber of the month one time on Kelly's Ready Set Drone.
You got to sit next to Art if you want to win something.
Oh my gosh, Art. Yeah, Art's the luckiest man. Yep, you're right about that. But it's going to be a good time. Whether we win anything or not, it's going to be great. Another huge social event It's always great. And this year is going to be probably the biggest one ever because everybody's been cooped up for so long from COVID.
Oh yeah, I think this is going to be huge.
This is
I'm
going
going
to be
to go ahead and stay
150
on.
plus.
Let me interrupt you, Brad. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes because Ron Lockwood is going to come on.
Oh, good.
Cool.
So we'll keep talking for a few more minutes.
Cool.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, that's awesome. It's early. Well, he's over on the West Coast, so it's
yeah. He's I think he's in Washington State right now.
Right. So
Hey,
it's only
right.
6 o'clock
Still,
over
right?
there.
In that nice warm weather, huh?
Yeah. They were in the hundreds last week, right? Or week before.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
The week before.
Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
Don't tell Captain Ray. Shh, don't say anything.
Look at that. Nice. So he doesn't know you have that. It's a Emax, right? Tiny Hawk.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yep.
no,
Yep.
It's a
tiny
beta FPV.
Oh, it's a beta FPV. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't let Captain Ray know that. He'll kill me.
Yeah.
I know he's not watching this morning, so
I got that Emax Tiny Hawk 2.
He hasn't been on a live stream in a couple of weeks.
Except for Johnny and his show, yeah.
he went to Florida for a couple days.
He's been busy.
And now he's back in New York, and this morning they're flying that drone meetup with Lawrence and Herman. So
that's right, yeah.
So that's where he's at this morning. So yeah, he was last night. Mikey's and Sergio's show. He was in the stream in the chat there. So.
Hey, so Johnny, you and Ray are y'all staying at the hotel right at the event?
Yeah, no, we staying at that. Yeah, this what is it, Spring Hill
Suites or
Ron and Marcus and
man, that one filled up quick because I couldn't get in there. So we're going to be staying. And that's something we need to talk about, Rod, and make sure everybody's okay with it. Over in Round Rock, which is about a 15-minute ride away from the event, but it's at a Hilton Hotel, and I've already booked the rooms, but we got to talk about some of the details on that.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with a Hilton.
Okay. Yeah, it's a nice one too.
I'm a member of their Hilton Honors.
Yeah.
So.
All right. It sounds like, well, Chris Hope's, and we'll just say this real quick, but Chris Hope and I are going to probably be in one of the rooms, and you and Al will be in the other room. So we'll talk more about it later.
Okay. And Al's going to Duranify his room.
Yeah. Rodney's got to put up with the Duranif.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll do something to the room, like he'll make a suite out of a regular room or change the wall or something.
Hey, there's Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Ron.
Easy rider.
Good to see you.
How you guys doing?
Good. And yourself?
Great.
A little tired.
I bet.
Looks like you just woke up.
We did.
It's only 6 there. It's early.
Yeah, it's early. We're in Eugene, Washington.
Eugene. I've heard of Eugene. I don't know why.
Yeah, there's
that's south of Seattle, right?
No, that's far from Seattle. I went there the other day. I don't ever want to go back.
I've been to Seattle a number of times. Yeah, that's not a place you really want to hang out.
Well, back about 20, 30 years ago, Seattle was a great place to go.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
We got figured out last night we got 1,300 miles to get home. We got some riding to do.
So are you going to go through Oregon at all, or
3 days? 3 days.
Yeah, it's going to have to be 3. What's today? Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, it's going to have to be 400 at least every day, 400 plus.
Do 5 on the first day, make the next 2 days shorter.
Yeah, yesterday was the most relaxing day. We kind of had not a mishap, but a little error in judgment as far as timing and mileage and everything on. Get my days mixed up. Friday, so we ended up in Aberdeen, Washington on. No, that was Thursday. Yesterday was Friday. Yesterday was awesome. We went over this couple giant bridges at the Columbia River, and then rode the Pacific coast the whole way down along the Pacific Ocean.
Nice.
And
there's a bunch of cliffs up that way, right?
Pardon me, Brad?
Is there a bunch of cliffs along the coast right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Flew my drone, and we stopped at, what was it called? Seal Beach. I've never seen it, but almost was a white seal. Mama and a baby. I was filming them yesterday. And, yeah, just some of the rock cliffs were huge. Very relaxing. Little cool. Like we're down around 60.
Wow,
But then
nice.
we started coming inland. It got pretty warm. It was hot going out to Boise, and the other day, oh my gosh, it was 100 degrees, probably 120 coming off the concrete.
Whew.
It was warm.
Wow. Sounds warm.
Rodney, I thought I heard you were getting ready to close up shop, but I wanted to pop in and say hi.
Well, I was just getting ready to close in, and I saw your post in the chat, and I told these guys, I said, hey, Ron's going to be popping in here in a minute, so I'll stay on a little bit longer.
No, it's all good. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to see a lot of things. Olympic National Park. Were you up there, Rodney, when you were there?
Olympic National Park? No.
Yeah. We took a ferry over to the Olympic Peninsula, rode the bikes right up on the boat, and that was pretty cool. The park is actually separated. You have to go into each section and then come back out, all the way back out. There's 3 sections. One is a place called Hurricane Ridge. I forget the altitude. We went up several thousand feet, and oh my gosh, the view from up there is just, I did a couple panoramics on my phone, just rows of snow-capped mountains. The deer in there are probably the friendliest deer most tame deer I've ever seen in a national park. They see a person, like, oh, he's going to feed me. So they run up to you. And then we come back down out of there. The group kind of sticks together, but everybody likes to kind of do their own thing. Everybody, we had a couple breakdowns, and one guy wanted to go to the museum, and I'm like, you know what? This is my opportunity to go off on my own. So I went to a place called Rialto Beach on, I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday. I forget what day it was. But just went off on myself. My goal was to get a sunset, which Mother Nature was being cranky and didn't cooperate. But it was really cool, though. I get down to this beach, and it was, thank God it was at low tide, but all these giant trees were laying on the beach. I mean, huge trees. And I went to some little town, I forget the name of it, it's where they had all these vampire signs all over. Apparently it's one of those famous vampire movies were filmed. Little town that had a population of about 26. There was like nobody there, but they filmed a vampire movie there. But I said probably yesterday my most enjoyable part of the trip was that ride. I've done the ride along the coast before. Jason really enjoyed it, my buddy from Rapid City. I went into an area of the park called Soul Duck, and it's a complete different section of the park. They're western hemlocks and Douglas firs trees, and they say between 200 and 300 years old. They're almost as big as the redwoods. They're huge, several hundred feet tall, big around. That was pretty neat. And see what else. I'm trying to remember. I was out by Marcus Crawford's place, and I was gonna try and meet up with Bill, Coast to Coast Drone, but we were such in a time crunch, and we were only like 20 miles apart. I didn't realize till a week or two ago that he lived in the Seattle area.
Oh, really? I thought, I always thought he was in California.
No,
Yeah, he's up near Seattle.
Okay.
That route, they call it the I-5 going into Seattle. Oh my gosh. It just reminded me like I was back in California. I mean,
Yeah, they got a bunch of lanes in that area.
I was white knuckling on the motorcycle the whole time, people racing around you, and I was getting a little nervous.
It's
But
funny how it makes you more nervous the more lanes there are. But you would think the volume of traffic, it would be safer, but it does. It makes you feel a whole lot more nervous.
And in California, they go up to center lane, and in between the cars, they got the right to do that.
Right.
Yeah, and
split
that's
lanes.
crazy because if you're stuck in traffic, in a car, and you're on a motorcycle, and you're coming on, and somebody decides they want to get out and stretch while they're stopped,
right?
It
happens.
And the worst part about it, it's legal in California.
It is. Splitting lanes is legal everywhere there. Yep.
I ain't doing
it. Some other states have it as well.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I was on the ferry on the way over the peninsula the other day, and there was a guy there, and I just started chatting with him. I said, "Hey, where are you from?" He goes, "Spearfish, South Dakota." I'm like, "We're about 20 miles apart."
It's a small world sometimes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's going to take me a while to get all this footage and pictures and everything together.
You filled up some memory cards.
Oh, yeah, I am. I bought some recent 128 gig cards. They're coming into use. So,
are you doing everything in 4K, Ron?
Yeah.
That's good.
And a lot of the state parks up here, they're like anti-drone, and I snuck in a couple little flights. One yesterday was really, really cool. The scenery was a big cliff drop off, and it was pretty neat. I talked to Matt on Matt's live stream in last Friday night in Red Lodge, Montana. We were sitting along this river, and I was chatting with him for a couple of minutes. It was kind of neat. But I think it's going to be another hot day. I'm smelling some smoke. I know there's some fires out here. I hope we don't run into them.
Yeah.
But then I get home. The goal is to get home Monday night. And then I think either Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, heading to central Wyoming. I got a bunch of the guys that I guide with. We're going on a float trip. We're going fishing for like trophy trout on Wednesday. And at some point I got to go back to work, but you know what? Have the opportunity, might as well do it,
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could not live out here for the pricing, though. Unfortunately, this motorcycle requires high octane. I pay as much as $4.89 a gallon for gas.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, my Harley's the same way. You got to use the high octane stuff.
Yeah,
but
you get 40 miles a gallon. So
that's the West Coast for you.
Yeah.
I was in a convenience store getting some water the other day. A guy was buying a pack of cigarettes, $11 and something.
Really?
Oh my
Man,
goodness!
Glad I quit that. I quit that habit back in 1991. I'm glad I quit.
Yeah, it was about the same time.
When I was smoking, and before I came to work out here in Virginia, I worked for a company out of Texas, and I was doing a job in New Jersey for a distribution center. And I ran out of cigarettes, and I stopped and bought a packet. First time in my life I ever paid almost $10 for a pack of cigarettes.
Wow.
So as soon as we got to the town we were going to, some small podunk town there in New Jersey, they happened to have a Walmart, and I went in there and bought a carton of cigarettes for $40. which was pretty bad, but it's still less than $9. I mean, a pack.
Yeah, I think my last pack,
cigarettes, and
my last pack was like $1.50. A carton was like $15, and that was in 1991, 90, somewhere around there.
Hey, Dennis.
Yes, sir.
You know the camera I used the most on this trip?
The
360.
360.
Yeah, and that camera does a good job, man. Those are some fantastic pictures too.
Yeah,
The nice thing about you get to capture everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put some more pictures. I've been posting on Facebook every night when I get back. I try to just put a couple clips of, where I've been, and I'm trying to think if there's something else.
So Ron talked me right into it.
Oh my gosh, Dennis has got one. What?
Cost Dennis some money. Yeah,
man, I want one of those so bad, but I just can't justify it right now. I don't travel like you do, Ron.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? Oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. I was out at Shoshone Falls. It's what they call the Niagara of the U.S. It's out there by Marcus Crawford's place. And flying the drone, it was a little windy, and I actually was hovering it like 10 feet from me, and the wind caught it and blew it in a tree.
Oh, wow.
Oh, crap, here we go. It's not damaged. It's still turned on, but I can't reach this branch. You would not believe the amount of group of people. This was a rescue party. There was if we can't get this drone, I'm going to sacrifice my kid and send him up that tree.
So I saw that picture of the falls. Now, to get there, did you have to cross over a big high bridge? Twin Falls, right?
Yeah. You went over the one bridge that goes over the Snake River Canyon. Yeah.
I was there visiting my son when he was the assistant pastor of a church there in Jerome, Idaho.
There we go, fellas. There we go.
Yep. Now they're drinking in church.
Wait, Rodney, see the Catholics drink wine while they're in church, but we don't do the alcohol.
That's right.
Yeah, you're supposed
boy,
to wait.
He stepped into that one, boy. I'll tell you what.
Boy, they did not. I opened it. Talk about opening a can of worms. Anyway,
hey, he already said he smoked. Now he knows he drinks.
Yeah.
We walked over that bridge, and my son was telling me that people bungee jump, or not bungee jump, but they wear the parachute and they jump off. Well, what's that called?
Stupidity.
Exactly. And that's what they do. They jump off and then launch their chutes and drift down.
Yeah.
And they'll bungee jump. And I'm like, you know what? No, sir, not me. Not me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. But anyway, where you were at those falls, they took me there too. And that's so beautiful there. I mean,
yeah. I was
there you go. It's called base
a couple
jumping.
years ago there, but you got to watch for the Tweety birds there. There are birds everywhere. So I was real careful about, flying. Last time I was there a couple years ago, I took my chances. I got some real good footage, but one lady told me her husband was flying his drone and the birds got it. Yeah.
Oh man.
And it goes in the water, you're not getting it.
No.
That tree got mine, but I tell you what, my buddy, he goes over to the gift shop and he found what looked like a giant cattle prod. And I'm like, where the hell did you get that? But it had a hook on it. So he reached up and we had the the one dad that had his kid on his shoulders, and he's trying to reach up in the branch. I'm standing down there ready to catch it. I'm telling you, there was 20 people in this rescue.
Wow.
And it finally, we wiggled it out of a branch, and it came down. I caught it, and not a scratch to it. It's fine.
good.
That's cool.
That Ron would do anything for attention. Did they have?
It was
Sacrifice
cool,
a
though.
drone.
Did you record any of that, Ron?
Yeah, no, actually, yes. I will have to play that. I think I went through some footage the other night, and the camera was still on. You can see us all standing down there.
Nice.
Yeah, you definitely got to make a video out of that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
bloopers of the trip. You know? But here, Brad, here's let's see, camera. There we go. There's my baby.
Oh yeah,
Right.
nice.
Got a lot of bugs
Very nice.
on it, but
Yeah. No, I like the color.
yeah.
I
Ron, do you carry a
would
cover with
expect
you?
a lot of bugs on it, Ron. If
It
there weren't
does.
any bugs on it, I'd say you was lying to us.
Nice.
You guys ought to check this cat out.
Looking.
What's
Oh yeah,
the-
mine does that.
She likes to have her chin scratched.
Oh,
I've got one just like that, and will headbutt you to death and make you rub her and scratch her chin for 15 minutes before she
Yeah.
gets tired of it.
Like I was saying, she won't let me hold her. If I pick her up, she fights me. But something like this, she'll just stand there and let me do it all day long if I want.
Yeah. It was funny, Rodney. I was up at my my coworker's house a couple weeks ago, and he had his two cats. And I'm not a real big cat fan, but I do have two cats that, like over where I guide, there's one cat over there that every time she sees my truck, she literally races at me. I kind of sneak her into the guide room at night when it's real cold out, and she sleeps with me. But anyhow, what I thought was funny at his house was he had two cats. One's friendly and one is very skittish. He goes, "Oh, she don't want anything to do with you. She won't come around here. You're a stranger." Well, I woke up about 3 a.m. It's like, what's on my feet? I look down, and it's this cat laying there sleeping, and she get up and looked at me like, "Really? Can you be still up there? I'm trying to sleep down here." So, yeah, I just thought that was funny. But oh man, well, boys, I'm gonna go in and get gussied up and get ready to put a bunch of bugs on my face again. Next couple days are not gonna be fun. It's pretty much we got to get home. I don't have to. But my friend Jason, he's got to get to work. He's got to be home by Monday night.
Wow.
Travel home, point A to point B.
Hard driving, huh?
Yeah. Meridian, Idaho is the destination tonight. Matter of fact, right where Marcus is at. We'll end up back there tonight, and then tomorrow night, I have no idea. I got to figure that one out. But
you got to get by Marcus's, get him to let you drive that new vet of his.
Oh,
did you know he got a brand, well, not brand new, I think it was a year old, but he got a really pretty blue Corvette he just bought.
Yeah, that Purdy.
What model vet is it?
Oh, the 8. What is it? The latest model?
C8. Yeah.
I'm not sure. He put it on the drag strip.
Really?
He got 1187 out of it at 117 miles per hour. I think was his best run.
Wow.
So it's pretty quick. But yeah, it's a beautiful car.
I bet. Wow. Well, then Dennis, won't be long. You'll be heading this way.
About 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
So, what's the date? Today's like the 9th or 10th.
Today's the 10th.
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
Oh, you're right. 10 days. 10 days we'll be in Denver. That's right. 2 weeks.
Yeah. So that'll
Are
be
you going to see? You going to go see Art, Dennis? Art Co.
We haven't hooked up. He and I.
Well, I don't think he's not in Denver. I don't think, right?
I don't dislike the man at all. We just have never hooked up. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I don't think he's in Denver anyway.
Hey guys, before you leave, Ron, I want to share something with you.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
You know you're a biker when you know bugs by flavor.
True. That's true.
I like that.
There goes a beetle.
I saw one similar like that one time. I saw something similar like that one time. They got the bugs in his teeth.
Yeah. You know,
you got to keep your mouth closed when you're riding a motorcycle. That's for sure.
Right.
I've normally have been like a 3/4 helmet person most of my life riding, but I got the modular helmet and I can flip it up or down. But I'll tell you what, when it's raining or the bugs are bad and put that thing down, I'll tell you what, it's kind of nice. Yeah,
I've got the same kind. I love that thing.
The nice thing is my buddy got the Bluetooth systems, and I
don't have the Bluetooth.
Half a mile apart, and but it's kind of nice. And they work really good. We've been 10, 12 hours a day talking to each other, and it's kind of nice. I'll tell them, hey, there's debris on the road on the left. Whatever. It's been a real nice system being able to communicate. The whole time.
Hey,
yeah, that's a lot easier.
I want to say goodbye to Copper State Aerial Photography. He's taking off. So have a good day there, Mike.
See you, Mike. Copper State.
So, guys.
Rodney, I'll let you go. I know you wanted to close up shop, and I'm going to hit the shower and get ready to do some riding. Yeah, about 450 miles today is our goal. So I should stop by and try and get a hold of Marcus and say, hey, I'll make a deal with you. Let me drive that vet.
You ought to.
I'm probably too immature for something like that.
That's just 3 tanks of gas, right? Ron, just three stops. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
My aunt bought a 1976 Brad just dropped off.
Yeah,
bought a 1976 vet, and she let me drive it.
Oh, his tablet's dying.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that. So
tablet dying.
So all right, guys. Ron, you be safe, brother.
All right, man.
Thank you, Ron. Be safe. Yeah.
Yep.
And try to catch you next weekend. Will I be working next? I've lost track of time. I think I work next weekend. Yeah, I do. So we'll catch you next weekend from North Dakota.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
All righty, brother.
Thanks, Ron. Be safe, Ron. Thanks.
See you shortly. All right.
Everybody in chat. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Dennis, John. Oh, Dennis dropped out real quick. You have a good day there, Johnny.
You too, Rodney. Thanks.
You're welcome, brother. You take care. I hope it stops raining for you.
Well, it's kind of used to it now. I wouldn't know what to do if it didn't rain. So, all right, later.
All right, later. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. And thank you for watching our live streams. Don't forget tomorrow, the Sunday Sunrise Cruise, starting from Long Island, New York. Drone Bum, the one and only Paul Davis, coming to me here in Virginia. Going on to Dennis Lovelady in Georgia. And then if Fly Natural's not working, he'll be flying in Arkansas. And then to the House of Hope in Texas, the infamous Chris Hope will be doing a Texas Sunrise. So y'all take care. Have a great day. Don't forget to pray for our servicemen and women and the first responders and our police officers and a number of people. Don't forget to continue praying for Jim Crennan and 400 AGL. And y'all have a great weekend, man. We'll talk at y'all tomorrow. Bye now. Love y'all. Bye.